Hello, I am Latasha Turner, and we're going to talk about the benefits of physical fitness. Obesity. We're going to talk about obesity for just a little bit. Obesity is a high risk factor to chronic diseases, and some of these chronic diseases they are preventable. Some of them are. My point in this presentation is going to be about you making the choice to change. You can make that choice to do it. Our bodies have to be in sync. No, I'm not talking about the group, but similar concept. Health and wellness is so dynamic to the approach of it that it encompasses all components of physical fitness. Since health is always evolving, meaning you can be healthy one moment, then you get sick, and sometimes that sickness can develop into a chronic sickness. You get better, so you become healthy again. So the balance between all of these elements influences the quality of life. Looking at statistics, the American obesity rate, we have more than 1/3 of American adults are obese. That means their BMI is above 29.9 or average of 30. Mind you that the cost of being obese is expensive as well. Just looking at from the CDC.gov, estimated annual cost for obesity in 2008 was at $147 billion. We're looking at medical care, we're looking at insurance, cost of living, food. I think everything was compiled in that particular stat. So looking at that cost, just think about it. That cost is going to also be covering the care of people who have these other risk factors that are contributed from obesity, because obesity contributes to heart disease, stroke, and certain types of cancer. So looking at these stats here, just think, you gotta make a change. You gotta think something's right. These are just typical foods that we as Americans do typically eat. I mean, just a cheese pizza alone coming from New York, New Jersey is like the staple of our diet. But at your top far right corner, you see a donut encompassed in between with a burger and bacon. Talk about cholesterol, talk about high fat content. These are just not healthy choices. Physical fitness. Let's talk into the other side of how we can get better and how we can make this change. We need wellness. Wellness encompasses physical fitness. Well, let's break down physical fitness. Physical fitness is basically physical activity. It's any bodily movement that it results in energy being burnt. You can get that result from cardiorespiratory or muscular exercise. Being fit also involves having the ability to perform activities of daily living without becoming tired, and also having proper motor functioning, and you want that to be improved as you're going through your daily living routine. Physical fitness is about having a lifestyle that includes eating healthy, regular physical activity, and balancing the number of calories. What that balance is about is you never want to consume more than you are burning. And particularly, an active lifestyle enhances feelings of energy and cognitive functions. What are the benefits of exercising regularly? Well, we have four basic principles that we look at. You want to have good feelings. You want to look stronger, have stronger bones, you have better weight control, and that's helping. You can't stop looking at yourself in the mirror. Mentally, you're going to be alert, you're going to be relaxed. Socially, you're going to meet new people, whether you meet them in your fitness classes or a personal trainer or someone that you're going to meet at the gym. It also can strengthen family time because you can take your children with you or your animals with you to the park. Emotionally, you're going to have improvements in your self-esteem. You're going to feel success. That comes along with goal completion. You release endorphins, and endorphins make you happy. We all like to be happy. So back again, we talk about those components, the overall components that work together for fitness. These four components, they provide long-term adaptations from training that lay the overall groundwork for longevity. Let's look at the first one, which is cardiorespiratory. This is how your body takes in oxygen and uses it to create energy for physical work. You're going to have aerobic endurance, power, and strength. These three components measure and tell us how long, how hard, and how fast you're able to train, looking at your heart rate and respiratory rate. Flexibility. Flexibility is really important. It incorporates the range of motion of muscles and joints so that you're able to perform without injury. And some of the benefits are you're going to have an improved range of motion, you're going to have better posture, and also aids in less muscle soreness. Muscular strength. You're going to have muscular strength, muscular endurance, and muscular power. This all in itself improves joint and muscle strength and posture. Body composition. Body composition is the distribution of fat to muscle. Having more muscle than fat is important for optimal health. And some of the benefits from that is you're going to have a lowered risk for coronary artery disease and also a lowered BMI. Remember, as I stated earlier, BMI of greater than 30 is equivalent to obesity. So 3 exercises that I would say to implement for daily usage. And mind you, this is at a beginner's level, not necessarily at an advanced athletic level. For cardiac wise, it's good to walk continuously for 30 minutes a day. Resistance training, we can start with body weight exercises such as a wall push-up or press-up. Flexibility, yoga, stretching, reaching down, touching your toes, or even as this young lady is demonstrating in the picture where she's laying across a ball and it's totally stretching out your abs, your upper arms. It's a good core stretch. And last but certainly not least is nutrition. The diet ties in all other elements. You eat a salad. Without a proper diet, the supplements of your workout is going to fail. They have to go together. So again, walking for 30 minutes before or after work is a great way to begin your training. You typically want to gradually increase your physical activity up to a minimum of 300 minutes a week if you're doing moderate type of intensity. Stretching after 5 minutes and at the end of your workout, such as bending down to touch your toes, that will begin to stretch your hamstrings as well as your lower back. Be mindful to take deep breaths when rising and rise up slowly so that you don't get dizzy. If you find it not possible to get to the gym, that's okay. Go to the park and walk around. There's monkey bars. There's all kinds of poles that you can lean on and stretch with. And also you can do your press-ups with that, with forward facing, leaning against the bars with your hands in front of you, of course. You're going to do a standing plank, bend your arms down so that your elbows are closer to your sides, and then you press up. Your body weight can provide enough resistance initially. Have a plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. The planning is incorporated from your workouts down to your meals. A meal that balances, including a recommended daily intake of your lean meats, your vegetables, and your grains, will help increase weight loss. And also, have a friend. Support is very important to staying on track, whether it's between your family, friendships from work, and also self-motivation. You want to make sure that your spirits are staying high in order to continue. Be aware of surroundings during your training. One important element that I will start from the bottom here is wearing proper clothing when you're training. I've seen people who run outside in like plastic bag type of sweatsuits. That's not helpful. Your body is going to sweat. That's its way of maintaining homeostasis and also cooling down. So you don't want to do that. You want to have airy clothing, so proper clothing. Definitely maintain proper form when you're lifting heavy weight. I will always suggest practicing with a lighter weight or with no weight to make sure that your form is proper, your spine is correct to prevent injury. And a good idea with that as well is to have a partner when you are ready to go into the heavier lifting. Wear a safety reflector belt when you're training outside, even if it's walking in the early evening hours. I know with living in Okinawa, Japan, it is nice, it's airy, it's windy, and it's cooler. But for safety reasons, I would always say wear a safety belt. And the most important, which I do have at the top of the list, is dehydration. Your body sweats to cool and maintain homeostasis. So increase fluids to maintain your electrolyte balance, as well as to stay hydrated. That is so, so important. So with going along with these 3 daily exercises and life comes into part, there's going to be some tough times ahead. So how can we stay on top of that? How can we plan for that? Well, have a plan. Whether it's with a sponsor or your training partner, as I said, they will help you stay motivated to keep your spirits up high. Have your plan, your goal checking progress, whether it's every 3 months. You want to look and see where you're at. Are you making progress or are you not making progress? And this is where you may need to change some things around in your workout fitness plan. Muscle soreness, sometimes that can be such a downer, but knowing this is part of growth. You are awakening muscles that have been dormant. Don't be afraid to lift heavy. That's one thing that us as women sometimes are not really keen on doing. But in the format of trying to get better and to lose weight, you can lift heavy because it does help to burn more fat. Stay within your limits. It is important to change up your routine to keep it fresh, but keep in mind gradual change is not express. In the obesity community, we try to go so fast and so hard, and sometimes we burn ourselves out. Stay within your limits. The facilities here in Okinawa are actually pretty resourceful. So we have a few there here that I would recommend to go to begin your fitness journey. And guess what? All of them are free. At Camp Courtney, there's a base gym which is typically open from 05 to 10 o'clock at night. They have circuit machines, fitness classes, and personal trainers that are at your disposal. Hint, hint. CrossFit courses, they offer those at the Kadena, which is the air-based gym here. They have certified instructors who are there to guide you through your workout of the day and get your body moving. There's also nutritional education classes. I know that they do offer one on Kadena, but they also offer one on Camp Foster. And what this basically is like a free assessment where you can talk about the type of foods that you eat. They also give you tips and also take you through a cooking class to show you how to cook nutritional meals. And what's important about that is they don't only just use stovetop things, they use the microwaves. And I know I've never cooked an egg in a microwave before, so it's really helpful to learn some things from people who have experience with that. And the cooking classes that they offer, they always have their meal plans, or even if you decide to bring your own, but it's usually typically according to the choosemyplate.gov. Here's a particular screenshot of the web links. I have some web links for the fitness center, the Kadena CrossFit classes, as well as the Camp Foster nutritional classes. Yes, they are offered here in Okinawa, Japan, but some benefits of that is the fact that yes, these facilities are typically open 24 hours a day. They do have some amenities. They are clean facilities. A downside to that is they do not offer childcare. That is something where I think that's something they need to implement there, that will be really helpful in certain situations. But mind you, they don't offer childcare. But a plus side of that is there is no membership cost. You just have to be a dependent of an active duty member, retiree, or DoD contractor. So please keep in mind that you are not alone. You are not alone. Assistance is here with a helping hand. We are full of information, ideas, as well as support to help you reach your higher level of fitness. Let's work together. Let's try to overpower what has taken control and regain strength and compassion for living healthy, long lives. Remember, we can do it. You just have to make that change. Thank you for listening. I do appreciate your time. Have a wonderful day.